Hey everybody, what's going on? As you guys know, I am working this week on completing 25 Postmates deliveries so that I can get the $250 bonus at the end of the week. And Postmates is not a platform that I usually work, but for $250, I figured I would give it a try. And guys, it has not been going well for me at all. Like, the first day was cool. The first day I did 3 deliveries. I went over there. It was in the evening time when I went, but it was a holiday, so the traffic was not as bad as it normally is. So that was cool. I did 3 deliveries that day. I have a little chart down here. It's not a little chart. It's actually a big chart. But I just recently moved to a new place, right? And so I had this little whiteboard was just laying around because my friend that helped me move, he wanted it, but he forgot to take it with him, so it just sitting in the corner. So I was like, oh, I could write it on there. So anyway, so I wrote down my strategy to get these 25 deliveries done. And so my plan was let me see, Monday. I didn't plan on working on Monday, I don't think. But anyway, I ended up doing 3 deliveries on Monday. I didn't really have a goal for Monday. That was just my first day. I was just going out there to try it. And I ended up doing 3 deliveries in 2 hours, which wasn't bad. And I kind of expected that to be kind of like how it was going to go every day. So Wednesday, which was yesterday, I took the day off from Instacart like I normally do. And I did Postmates, right? So I went around lunchtime because I couldn't go in the evening. But I went around lunchtime and it was terrible. I did 1 delivery and it took me like 45 minutes because the place just took 45 minutes to get the food. It was just a burger and some fries, but it took forever. And then I made like $5.90 something cents, and I was like, I'm going home. It's my day off. I'm not getting ready to be spending 45 minutes to make $6. It's just not going down. So it ended me up right by the bridge to come home. So I was like, I'm done for the day. So I called it quits early yesterday after 1 delivery. Today, Thursday, I canceled my base lesson that I normally have. And my goal was to do 4 deliveries today, and I only got 3. Let me tell y'all what I did. I made a mistake. First of all, I did Instacart this morning, and I was gonna do Instacart in the morning from 8 to 1, and then I was gonna do Postmates for dinner, and I was gonna head over there around 4 o'clock, and for the dinner rush. But I wasn't doing anything in between, so I was like, well, if I go now, I'll beat the traffic, I'll get my 4 done, and I'll get done early. Not so, because first of all, it took me like a half an hour to get my first delivery because it was not a peak time. All right, so that was wasted time. Then that one wasn't quick. It was only a peanut butter smoothie that somebody wanted. So I had to drive 13 minutes. It was 13 minutes on my GPS, but it ended up being way more than 13 minutes because of what time of day it was. The traffic it wasn't quite rush hour, but it was the traffic. It was late afternoon and the traffic was still pretty heavy, and it was just nuts. And so I finally made it to the girl and I gave it to her. But after that delivery, I was like, okay, this is the second time that I've had this not so good experience. But I was like, I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep going. I have set a goal for myself. And at this point, it's not about the money anymore. I'm not very motivated by money at all. But I don't want to quit on this. And so at this point, it's not about the money. At this point, I just want to give it my best shot, and I don't want to quit. So today was rough. I was there. I headed over there around 3 o'clock. I'm just getting back home. What time is it? 8:05. I've been home for maybe like 15 minutes. So that means I was gone for almost 5 hours. And I did 3 deliveries, and I made I don't even know how much money I made. It was less than $20. I promise you. It was like two $6 deliveries and maybe a $7 delivery. It was not very. Is that less than $20? I don't want y'all to think I can't add. You know, I am a college educated individual, but but I don't know. I don't know how much money it was. It wasn't a lot. It was not a lot at all. Now, granted, some tips might come in. Hopefully, they will. But anyway, my point is that 5 hours of my day gone, and I don't have much to show for it at all, except 30 miles. How many miles? 40, like 47 miles that I drove for that in those hours, and I made very little money, and I am stressed out from driving in constant rush hour traffic in a city that I am not familiar with. That can be rather stressful, you know, if you're not used to that. So this is not going very well at all, but I'm not going to quit. Now, where I stand now, I'm still on target. I'm still on target in terms of my plan that I wrote down as far as how many deliveries I will have done by today. The problem is, though, is that Saturday and Sunday, I had planned to do 7 deliveries, and I have found that it takes a lot longer to get 7 deliveries than I thought. Because today, all 3 of the deliveries the smoothie was already done. I didn't have to pay for that. That was just a pickup. But the other 2, I had to go to Carrabba's and wait for Carrabba's to make 3 entrees. And they didn't have one, so then I had to text a customer and wait on the customer. And then they had to make it, and it took forever. Then I had to do the same thing at Buffalo Wild Wings. And you got to wait 20, 25 minutes for them to make the food. And so they don't turn over as quickly as I thought. So I don't know if it's going to be possible for me to do 7 deliveries in one day. Now, obviously, it's possible, but if I have other things to do and I don't want to be out there for 9, 10 hours trying to make 7 deliveries for $250. So tomorrow's Friday. My goal for tomorrow is 4 deliveries. I am going to try and go back out there. My morale about this is very low right now just because it was just so rough out there, and it doesn't seem to be worth it at this point. But like I said, I'm not a quitter. I'm not going to give up. And if I can get more than 4 done tomorrow, then I won't have as many to do on Saturday and Sunday. So, and I definitely, looking at the time it took me to do 3 deliveries today, I do not want to try to do 7 deliveries in one day twice. Okay, so hopefully I'll be able to knock more than 4 out tomorrow. That would be awesome. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to check in with you guys and let you guys know that I feel like at this point, this is really not worth it. But I'm not a quitter, and I just want to see, you know, how things turn out at the end of the week. Most likely after this week is over, I will not be doing any more Postmates in Tampa. Now, if they relaunch in St. Pete or in Pinellas County, I might give it a try. But as of right now, it's just not worth the headache and the stress.